Before we dive into today's powerful message, I want to invite you to take a moment and subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button if you're ready to embrace change and claim the incredible blessings God has in store for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we're about to unfold. This is your opportunity to join a community of believers ready to walk into a life of abundance. Go ahead, hit subscribe, and let's get started on this journey of transformation together. Now, let's talk about something truly incredible. You are not here by accident today. This moment, this very message, is part of God's divine plan for your life. You are a person chosen by God, and today marks the beginning of a transformation that will completely change the course of your future. Imagine stepping into a life where blessings follow you, where abundance surrounds you, and where the promises of prosperity are not just words, but your reality. God has already prepared a path of unimaginable prosperity for you. You're not here to struggle or wonder about your future. You are here to claim what's rightfully yours. This is not just about financial abundance. It's about the peace and security that come when you walk in His divine favor. Everything in your life is about to shift. God has seen your efforts, your sacrifices, and your prayers. He knows the desires of your heart, and He is ready to pour out His blessings on you. This is a time for breakthrough, where your struggles will transform into victories, and where every area of your life, your family, your job, your finances, will begin to reflect the prosperity He has set aside for you. Right now, God is opening doors that you thought were closed forever. He is making a way where there seemed to be no way. This is your moment to trust in His faithfulness, to believe that He has already prepared a future filled with opportunities, success, and wealth. All He asks of you is to have faith, to trust that He is working behind the scenes, moving mountains, and aligning everything in your life for your good. Let's take a moment to reflect on this powerful truth. You are chosen. God doesn't make mistakes. He chose you for greatness, for a life full of blessings and prosperity. The transformation that is about to unfold in your life is real, and it's happening now. You are stepping into your season of divine favor. So, I encourage you to open your heart today, receive these promises, and believe in the incredible things God is about to do in your life. It's time for you to live the life of abundance God has planned for you, a life where nothing is missing, nothing is lacking. God is faithful, and He will fulfill His promises in your life. Remember, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're walking this journey of faith and prosperity together. As we continue this powerful journey together, let's pause for a moment and reflect on something that will change everything: God's faithfulness. You might be wondering, can I really trust that God's promises will come to pass in my life? The answer is a resounding yes. His promises are not just words written in the Bible. They are alive and active today. God is faithful, and He has always been faithful to those who trust in Him. When God speaks, He doesn't just speak to hear Himself. He speaks with purpose, with intention. Every promise He has made to you is something He is fully committed to fulfilling. Think about that. The Creator of the universe, the one who spoke the world into existence, is committed to seeing His plans come to fruition in your life. There is no greater assurance than that. We live in a world where promises are often broken, where people fail to deliver on their word. But with God, it's different. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. What He has spoken will not fail. Every promise of prosperity, peace, and purpose He has given you is guaranteed to come to pass, not because of anything you've done, but because of His unfailing love and faithfulness. Look back at your life for a moment. Think of the times when God has already been faithful to you, when He has provided for you in ways that seemed impossible, when He has opened doors at the perfect time, or when He has delivered you from situations you thought you could never get out of. Those moments aren't coincidences. They are reminders of His faithfulness. They are testimonies that God doesn't just promise, He delivers. Now, as we look ahead, let's remember that His faithfulness isn't something that just applies to the past. It applies to your future too. Whatever you are facing today, whatever obstacles seem insurmountable, God is already working in the background, preparing to fulfill His promises in your life. And that's where faith comes in. The key to experiencing fulfillment of God's promises is to trust Him. It's easy to believe in God's promises when everything is going well, But true faith is shown when we trust him in the hard times. And in those moments, his faithfulness shines even brighter. When we choose to believe in his goodness, even when things look bleak, we position ourselves to see his power at work in our lives in ways we never thought possible. If you're facing financial struggles, physical challenges, or emotional pain, know this: God sees you. He sees your needs even before you ask, and he is already working to provide for you. The Bible says that he will provide for all our needs according to his riches and glory. That doesn't mean just enough. It means abundant provision, more than enough, and a future filled with hope and blessing. Now, let's declare this together. God is faithful. His promises are true, and they are meant for you. Whatever area of your life feels uncertain or lacking, trust that God is already making a way. He is opening doors, bringing opportunities, and positioning you for a future that exceeds your expectations. So, today, I invite you to take hold of his promises with both hands. Don't let go of what God has spoken over your life, because he is faithful to fulfill every word. Trust that what he has started in you, he will finish. And the best part? The future he has for you is filled with his abundance, favor, and unshakable peace. This is your moment to embrace his faithfulness, to trust in his timing, and to believe with confidence that your breakthrough is just around the corner. Keep your eyes fixed on him, and know that he is already making things happen for you. His promises are yes and amen, and he will never leave you nor forsake you. Now that we've explored the incredible faithfulness of God, it's time to dive into the amazing path he has already set before you. This is not just any path. This is a path of abundance. It is the road where God's blessings flow freely, where his favor rests on everything you do, and where prosperity becomes a tangible reality in every area of your life. You see, the journey to prosperity is not a random path. It is carefully crafted by God's loving hands. He is the one who has prepared this route for you. It's not about stumbling through life hoping things will work out. No, this is a path that has been designed specifically for you, and all you have to do is trust in him and walk by faith. Every step you take, God is with you, leading you into greater favor, provision, and success. For many of us, the idea of abundance can seem distant, almost too good to be true. We may have experienced financial struggles, setbacks, or times when it felt like our dreams were just out of reach. But let me tell you this: God has not forgotten you. His plan for you has always included prosperity. He has not created you to live in lack or struggle. In fact, he has already started preparing the resources you need to walk in abundance. His word tells us that he has gone ahead of us, preparing a place for us, a place of peace, of provision, and of blessings. The path of abundance begins with a shift in your mindset. For too long, we may have believed that prosperity was for someone else, or that it was too hard to attain. But today, I want you to understand something powerful. God's blessings are for you. You are his child, and he has promised that no good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. This is the moment to take hold of that promise. It's time to break free from the limitations of the past and embrace the abundant future God has already set in motion. Every area of your life is meant to flourish on this path. Think about it. Your family, your work, your business, and your health all are covered in God's prosperity. When you follow his guidance, when you align your actions with his will, his blessings overflow into all of these areas. God doesn't just want you to get by. He wants you to thrive, to prosper, and to experience his goodness in ways that take you by surprise. But here's the truth. The path to prosperity isn't always easy. It requires you to have faith in God's plan, even when things don't seem to be going your way. There will be moments where you will face challenges, doubts, and obstacles. However, those are not signs of failure. They are simply stepping stones that God uses to grow your faith, to strengthen your character, and prepare you for the greater blessings he is about to release. Think about the stories of people in the Bible who walked this path of abundance. Abraham had to leave everything behind and trust God's promises for his future. Joseph had to endure betrayal, imprisonment, and hardship before he saw the fullness of God's plan come to fruition. David was anointed king as a young shepherd boy, but it took years of struggle, waiting, and trusting before he stepped into his calling. Each of these individuals faced adversity, but they kept their eyes on God's promises. And just like them, you are being prepared for something greater. I want you to know today that God is guiding you. He is opening doors of opportunity that will lead to financial breakthroughs, relational harmony, and a sense of fulfillment you've never known before. This is not a future that is far off in the distance. This is something you can start walking into right now. Prosperity is not a distant dream. It is a present reality, waiting for you to claim it by faith. So, how do you begin walking on this path? It starts with trusting God wholeheartedly, trusting that He has already prepared your way, trusting that He will lead you to the right opportunities, trusting that He will give you the wisdom to make decisions that align with His will. It also requires action. Take the steps He asks of you, whether it's to pursue that new job opportunity, to start that business, or to invest in relationships that will bring growth and prosperity into your life. As you take those steps, God will guide you, He will provide, and He will prosper everything you do. The more you align with His path, the more His blessings will manifest in your life. You will begin to see doors open that you never expected, and opportunities will come to you at the right time. God's plan for you is filled with abundance, prosperity, and success. He has set you on this path, and no obstacle is too great for Him to overcome. You are His child, and He has already secured a future for you that is filled with His blessings. Trust in Him, keep moving forward, and know that as you walk in His ways, prosperity will be the natural result. This is your moment. Step into the path of abundance today, knowing that God is leading you every step of the way. Walk in faith and expect to see the fullness of His blessings unfold in your life. As we journey through this powerful message, there's one key truth that will shape everything in your life: the power of your words and the faith behind them. What you speak, what you declare, has the ability to shape your reality. God has given you a powerful tool in your life, and that tool is your faith-filled words. This is not just about wishful thinking or positive vibes. This is about declaring the promises of God over your life, aligning your words with His truth, and watching those words become a living reality. Let's take a moment to understand something truly powerful. Your words have life. In the Bible, we are reminded that life and death are in the power of the tongue. This means that every word you speak is either building or tearing down. Your declarations of faith can open doors of opportunity, break down barriers, and activate the promises of God in your life. On the other hand, words of doubt, fear, and negativity can hold you back from the abundant life God has planned for you. So, why is it so important to declare God's promises over your life? It's because God responds to faith. When you declare His promises, you're aligning yourself with His will, acknowledging His faithfulness, and positioning yourself to receive what He has already promised. You are speaking into existence the things that are not yet visible in your life, but that God has already prepared for you. The more you declare, the more you activate God's power in your life. It's a partnership between your faith and God's ability to fulfill His word. Imagine waking up each day and starting with declarations of faith. Instead of focusing on the struggles, the worries, and the obstacles, you begin your day by speaking life into your situation. You declare that today is a day of victory, that you are blessed and highly favored, that God's promises are true for you. You declare that your family is protected, your finances are prospering, your health is improving, and your future is secure in God's hands. These declarations are not just for the good days, but for the challenging ones too. You see, faith isn't just about what we say when everything is going right. True faith is what we speak when everything seems wrong. It's in the moment of difficulty that your declarations of God's promises become most powerful. When you declare His truth over your life, you are reminding yourself of His power, His provision, and His faithfulness. You are declaring that no weapon formed against you will prosper, and that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. You may be thinking, but how can my words change anything? How can speaking to my circumstances make a difference? The answer is simple. Your words are powerful because you are speaking in alignment with God's will. When you declare that God is your provider, that you are blessed, and that abundance is on its way, you are speaking in faith, acknowledging His promises, and inviting His supernatural provision into your life. Now, let's talk about how we can begin to activate the power of declarations and affirmations in our own lives. One of the first steps is to believe what you are declaring. It's not enough to just speak words. You have to believe them with all your heart. Faith isn't about having all the answers or understanding every detail. It's about trusting in the character and promises of God. When you declare that God is your provider, you are acknowledging that no matter what your current financial situation looks like, God is bigger than your circumstances, and He will provide. Affirmations of faith are not just about changing your circumstances. They are about changing you. When you declare God's promises, you are declaring that you trust Him more than your problems, that you trust His plan for your life more than your fears. It shifts your perspective from seeing obstacles as insurmountable to seeing them as opportunities for God to show His power. You are declaring that your faith is stronger than any doubt or fear, and that you believe in the greatness of God's ability to fulfill every promise He has made to you. The Bible says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things, which you do not know." Jeremiah 33, verse 3. This is a promise that when you call on God's name, when you declare His truth over your life, He will respond. He will show you things you never imagined, things that are beyond your wildest dreams. The key is to call out in faith, to declare His promises over your situation, and to stand firm in the belief that He will bring them to pass. So, what are some declarations you can make over your life today? I declare that God's favor is upon my life. I declare that my future is filled with abundance and prosperity. I declare that every step I take is guided by God's wisdom. I declare that I am the head and not the tail, that I am above and not beneath. I declare that God is my provider and that no weapon formed against me will prosper. When you make these declarations, you are partnering with God. You are inviting His power to move in your life and align everything with His will. You are stepping into the future He has planned for you, and you are doing it with the confidence that His promises are true. Remember, declarations of faith are not just words. They are acts of faith. When you speak God's truth over your life, you are acting on His promises, and that action opens a door for His supernatural provision, favor, and blessings to flood your life. So, let me challenge you today. Start declaring God's promises over your life. Speak them boldly, speak them with faith, and watch as God begins to move in ways that will blow your mind. The more you declare, the more you will see His promises come to life. This is your moment to activate your faith and step into the abundant future God has prepared for you. As we come to the final part of this incredible journey, I want to speak about something that is crucial in walking the path of prosperity: divine timing. One of the most important aspects of receiving God's promises is learning to trust in His perfect timing. It's easy to get impatient, especially when you feel that the blessings you've been waiting for are taking longer than you expected. But today, I want you to understand something profound. God's timing is always perfect, and He is never late. We live in a world where everything is moving fast. We want instant results, quick solutions, and immediate breakthroughs. But God's ways are different. While we may want things to happen on our timeline, He is leading us on a path that has been perfectly designed for our growth, our development, and our ultimate success. The key is learning to trust in His timing rather than trying to rush the process. The Bible tells us that to everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. This means that everything you're going through, everything you are experiencing has a purpose and a designated time. You may not see the full picture right now, but God does. He sees the beginning, the middle, and the end. And because of that, you can trust that every delay, every waiting period, and every step along the way is part of His divine plan for you. One of the hardest things about waiting is the feeling of uncertainty. When you're waiting for a breakthrough, whether financial, emotional, relational, or otherwise, it can feel like you're stuck. But the truth is, waiting on God is not wasting time. There's purpose in the waiting. During this time, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events, aligning people, and opening doors that you may not even know about yet. God's timing is not based on our schedule. It's not based on when we think we're ready or when we feel we deserve it. His timing is rooted in His perfect wisdom and love for us. You see, He knows exactly when you'll be most ready to receive the blessings He's prepared for you. If He were to give them to you too soon, it could overwhelm you, or you may not fully appreciate the depth of the blessing. But when He gives you your breakthrough at just the right moment, you will be equipped to handle it, to steward it, and to use it to fulfill His purpose for your life. Think about the example of Abraham. God promised him that he would be the father of many nations, but fulfillment to that promise didn't come right away. Abraham had to wait for many years, even when he thought it was too late. Yet, God's promise was fulfilled when the timing was right. In those years of waiting, Abraham's faith grew, and his relationship with God deepened. And when God delivered on his promise, it was more than just a child born. It was a start of legacy that would bless generations to come. Joseph is another great example. He had dreams of greatness, but those dreams were not fulfilled immediately. He went through betrayal, imprisonment, and years of hardship. But all of this was part of God's plan to position him in a place where he would be able to save his family and countless others during a time of famine. Joseph had to wait for God's timing to bring him to the place where his dreams would be realized. This is the kind of faith we must have. Like Abraham and Joseph, we need to trust that God knows what he's doing. His timing is perfect, and he is working all things together for our good, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Patience is not passivity. It's the active trust that God is doing something powerful, even when we don't see it. Now, I want to encourage you to take heart in knowing that your breakthrough is coming in God's perfect time. You may not see it today, but it's coming. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Your season of waiting is preparing you for the success, the abundance, and the blessings that are right around the corner. Faith in divine timing means surrendering your will to God's plan. It's about choosing to trust him even when it's hard. It's about letting go of control and believing that he knows the right moment to open the floodgates of blessings in your life. And when you do, you will experience peace that transcends all understanding, knowing that God is in control and that his timing is always right. So, how can you embrace divine timing in your life? The first step is trust. Trust that God has already prepared everything you need. Trust that he knows the best time for everything in your life to unfold. The second step is patience. While waiting may be difficult, it's in the waiting that God is working on you, refining your character, and preparing you for what's ahead. And the third step is faith. Keep declaring that your breakthrough is coming. Keep believing that God is moving even when you can't see it. Trust that he is always working behind the scenes. As you walk in faith, in trust, and in patience, you will see that God will deliver your breakthrough at just the right moment. It may not come on your timeline, but it will come at the perfect time, his time. So, today, I invite you to release any anxiety or impatience you may be feeling. Take a deep breath and know that your breakthrough is already in motion. It's coming, and it's coming in God's perfect timing. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep waiting with faith. Because in the right season, you will see the promises of God unfold in your life, and you'll be able to look back and say, God's timing was perfect.